Maxwell, baby. Okay. This will be Courtney Maxwell, aka Ski. Been 9 years, we're going on 9 years since he's been with the Lord. Picture. This, it would be the person who started the generation for us, Roosevelt Maxwell. As you can see, one of his daughters is in the kitchen cooking. That's my Aunt Mary Maxwell Smith. Her husband around here somewhere. All you guys know me, Justin Maxwell, aka BAM. Okay, let's see. This will be my Uncle Kel, her husband, my little cousin, Jekiah. That's Jordan. I don't know why they cut their hair. And that's Elijah. This will be my Aunt Mary's daughter, Deanna Gaines. White girl, we call her redhead. Now in the picture I'm showing you guys, this is how they was before we got older. My cousin Johnny and Deanna. As you can see, that's my Aunt Mary, 2 kids. Johnny Gaines and Deanna Gaines. He acts just like his dad. Now, these are the 2 people who started our generation. Estella Maxwell and Roosevelt Maxwell. My grandpa and my grandmother. My Aunt Mary, her older brother, her big brother, he's in jail right now. Long story, we'll get to that one day. But this is the picture he had somebody to draw of him while he was in there. Roosevelt Maxwell Jr. This is him. This is my Aunt Mary grandkids, Jekiah and Jordan, Deanna kids. Her girl and her son. Well, she got 3 now, but I get to the baby girl in a second. Now, the man that's coming out in the room is my Uncle Kel, my Aunt Mary's husband. He's never gonna change. This is him. This is my Uncle Kel. Showed me a lot growing up. Showed me how to work on cars, how to use a skittle, like how to use a chainsaw. This is my uncle. He's the one that get out there and cut the yard in the middle of the dang on dark. We'll be right back.
How about it? Figure out the thing.
This is one of the new additions to the family. This is Diamond's daughter. This is Diamond. This is my little cousin. She's just like my little sister, but this is my little cousin. This is my incredible daughter. And this is her daughter, Diamond. Say hey to the people. Say hey to the people. Yeah. And this is her godparent. Yeah. She looks just like her mama. She chunky. Yes, I am. Yeah, I am chunky. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just like her mama. Yes. I know I have to do something with my hair, you guys. Don't mind it.
See what? I can cute little baby. Where did Jake go?
Granny will be in here after a while. She's folding clothes. We're going to get a lot of things popping today. Oh, she was one who was born.
You said your papa? Cool.
We got a couple more family members getting ready to walk through the door. So I hope y'all enjoy my family just like I have been here these few days. So here we go. My aunt Jackie Maxwell, She's getting ready to come in. She's the baby of my grandkids. Come on, you crazy. I gotta go get it. You see? When this part fills up, when you see numbers popping up over here, them people tuning in. I put it out for people to just get on. They can like comment, seeing how we're doing stuff. I'll do that. I'm going to
Oh, no.
Look. People rolling in already. Hey, how y'all guys doing? Thank you for coming into the Roosevelt Maxwell family claim. This is his firstborn. This is my Aunt Ranky. They call her Vera. I can call her that, but y'all call her Miss Vera. This is my papa and my grandmother's first child, their firstborn. This is Roosevelt, and that's Stella. This is Skeet's mother, Courtney Maxwell. She's coming in. Where you at, Mom? I got to introduce you. This is my mom. This is Miss Victoria Maxwell, my mother. Give it to the people, man.
You got me on mine.
Yes.
Boy, I'm hoping on you.
This is my mother. I love my mama so much. See the people coming in? People coming in saying stuff. Hey, how we doing? This is my mom. I've been away for going on 7 years. And I always have to come back and see my mother, spend time with my mother. This is the Kendra Dante's mother. This is Robert Anthony Keon Maxwell mother. And this is Anthony Kenyatta Wilson Jr. mother. She had 4 boys. She raised a house full of 4 boys. She was the only lady.
Oh, you got your papa picture.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I don't
I appreciate all you guys tuning in, getting everything together. We really appreciate it. Yeah, the lady that's coming in here in a second, she's his Roosevelt's wife. He's only married to one woman, not knowing nothing else. He's married to one woman, which is my grandmother. Yes, this is the Maxwell family household. I don't know what it is about it, but when everybody comes to town, all the family comes around, this is the household to be. This is the place to come to. It's like a sanctuary for our family. We come here, we discuss future, we discuss the past, we discuss the present. Everything that ever happened bad to our family, we comes around, we discuss it. Everything that ever happened good to our family, we come here, we discuss it. Excuse me. So this is my second time doing this. The first time I was with Robert Clay's family, which is the other part of my family tree. But this is right here. This is what started it all. Roosevelt, Maxwell, as y'all seen. My grandmother, she getting ready to come back up in here for I can introduce her. Once y'all see her, y'all will understand why her kids, her grandkids, even her great grandkids are the way they are. We cannot help that. There's how will I put it? I wouldn't say a curse is like a big blessing on our family to still have my one of the first Maxwell women still here with us. We don't have one of the first Maxwell men here, but at the same time we miss him. God rest my granddaddy's soul, Roosevelt Maxwell. He was a great grandfather to me. Everybody's family is not perfect, but the little time that we did spend with my granddad, I was blessed to have him in my life. So she's coming. Y'all just give her a second. She's coming. I will be doing the interview of our family tree. My mother, her two sisters. I got another. Well, my grandma had my Aunt Vera, my Aunt Mary, my mom, my Aunt Tuttable, which is Estella Ann Maxwell, and my Aunt Jackie, which is the baby girl. She had 5 girls. She had 3 boys. And I promise you guys, through the good times or the bad, everybody got bad stuff in their family. Everybody have good times in their family. But one thing about it, this household, this family, we always can count on each other. No matter what's going on, we might fight, argue amongst each other. They're just family. I'm pretty sure you guys out there have went through the same thing with y'all family. So that's just how family is. That's how family gets stronger. That's how family get a bigger bond than anything. This is my grandmother, Miss Maxwell, Miss Estella C. Maxwell. She started the generation. She started the generation of the Maxwell clan, and I want y'all to know it's a blessing to still have her here, even though we don't have my granddad. It's still a blessing to have her here amongst us to let us know what we're doing wrong and what we're doing is right. So this is her right here, Miss Estella Ann Maxwell.
Estella C. Maxwell.
Yes, Estella C. Maxwell. It's 2
and at work. Papa, I want my picture frame. I need one, but you know,
okay.
messed up my thing.
Now, this is how it goes. The first interview we're gonna do is with the oldest, Vera Maxwell. Okay. Hey, right. It's a question I told him that I call her that. Y'all call her Vera. But Eric, it's a question that I want to ask you, and you can feel free to answer. If you don't have, it's up to you. The day that I'm gonna go back, not with you right now. The day that messed up the whole family, I want you to explain to the world, let them know how did you feel knowing your brother was son away.
I was lost, confused, and hurt.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we all was, and I remember the time when you and your other husband, yes, she was married, Lawrence came and sat down with the boys and told every last one of us what was going on with our uncle. I remember how you looked it. I remember everything that you told us, letting us know, even though he's gone, he's still here on this earth. We can still see him at any point in time. I remember the day that we did go see him, and he pulled you to the side and that he wanted to talk to me and your son Skeet, and let us know, because out of all his nephews, we was one of the main two that was like really close to our uncle. When the car, like we talked about last night, when the car had fell on him, it was two of his nephews out there, which is me and Skeet. We ran, we didn't know what to do, we came. We ran to go get his older teddy, because my uncle was pretty strong. Everybody knows he lifted the car up off of him so we could get the jack to jack it up and get it under the car. So in your words, in your state of mind, losing your brother, how did it, from your kids and your family that you had, how did it affect you now?
It affected us a lot because it held our boys. And I'm going to say truthfully, if we had not here with us, our boys had went astray.
Yes, yes. I'm one of them. Yes, we did. Amen. You being the Christian that you are, how did it affect you? She have two kids, which is I showed y'all guys earlier, Deanna and Johnny. She have two. How did it affect you guys?
I always looked up to my oldest brother. He was like a father to us. Excuse me.
Take your time.
He was like a father to us. He was a provider. He was our strength. Whenever I would have problems with my son, I would call on him, and he would come up. He was just a good person. And it really affected me. It still affects me.
I can see the pain, because we all have pain. It's like she said, if all her son, her nephews, we any type of way got out of line, it wasn't for the ladies, the Maxwell women, to put us back in place. We had one person in this family that was the backbone, that was the soul of this family, and that was my Uncle Junior, Uncle Roosevelt Maxwell Jr. Now, we're gonna switch over to Miss Victoria Maxwell, for she can say, Mom, get close to here. What went on with her, like I told you guys before, she raised that household of boys, 4 boys. So I want her to say from her perspective, her mindset, how it affected her. Because I know how it affected her because I lived with her. I grew up with my mom. So in her eyes, I wanted to ask her, Mama, how did it affect you when you lost your brother to the sea?
It hurts. Because, like Mary said, our daddy left us. So he was our second daddy along with our uncle. You know, so it affected us a whole lot because our children don't want to scream. And one of my boys is locked up in the system right along with him because he hurt it so bad behind him. So it takes a toll. You know, people get killed every day. But that family hurt that they done lost somebody. And we hurt because we have lost somebody too. But we can talk to them on the phone. And we can go see them. But I will tell you this. In God's hand, He coming home. He coming home.
I can look at you guys and tell you guys about my family, tell you guys about my brother, which is Robert Maxwell. He wasn't no bad person. He was just like my mom said, he was just like his Uncle Roosevelt. All of us, all my aunties, there's three of them. One at work and the other one back there in the back. She didn't want to get on camera, but we love her anyway. But all the boys in this family we did scrape. Because my Uncle Junior, like I said before, he was the backbone of the family. If we got out of hand in any type of way, or any form, he would bring us back to the straight arrow, the road that God has set upon this family. Like I said before, a lot of things goes on in the world that we can't control. We got a lot of things going on every day. Now, I'm going to cut that one short because it's a lot of things I want my family to discuss to you guys. Now, the second, we had we had four major things go on in this family that broke this family down. But I can say to this day, what doesn't break us, make us. What took us through the dark days, also, it still was lighter days. God was always shining on this family no matter what goes on, no matter what happens, no matter whether it was good or bad. He stood with this family like he's standing with this family today. Now, I remember coming home from school and seeing my mom's uncle sitting on the couch. Now, my older brother, which is LaKendrick Maxwell, I would never forget this. He came in their house, in my grandmother's house, because we live with our grandmother down in that dead end. And he came in there with a bandana on his head. Now, it was funny, because that was my great uncle, God rest my great uncle, so Uncle Pop. He told my brother, "What is you doing with that on your head?" But before my brother got a chance, my mama is a witness. Before my brother got a chance to respond, he snatched it off his head, which that was funny. That was real funny. I would never forget this to this day. My brother asked my mom, "What is this old man problem?" My mom told my brother that is your uncle. That is my uncle. That is your papa's brother. Respect him, which he did. He respected him. This family is big off respect and love. We don't do the loyalty because it's already there. It's written in stone. Like me, my grandmother, and my aunt, we talked about it last night. It's written in stone about each person on this earth. It was already written in stone how God wanted to take him, which he was killed. He was brutally murdered. In my eyes, he was brutally murdered. I'm not going to get to that story because there's a lot behind it. I just want y'all guys to know he was murdered. And my Uncle Junior, before my Uncle Pop passed, he was close with my Uncle Pop, because I still remember to this day when me, my Uncle Junior, and that young man up on that picture, Courtney Maxwell, we went into that trailer and we cut that grass. I still remember this to this day. But what I want to ask his nieces is, I know you guys was traumatized. I know you guys was really, really hurt, because I still remember when we went to his gravesite and all his great nephews broke down, but we seen our mothers break down. I want to know from each of y'all, how did that truly, besides Uncle Junior, how did that truly affect you?
A whole lot. Because not only Junior is the oldest boy. Okay. What he didn't do for us, our uncle did for us. He was always there. Our uncle, you know, you got family members that don't care for their family, or some that won't claim their family. My nephew was the same way. He loved his family, regardless of what they did. And he was always there for you. So, losing him, it took a lot. It took a lot. See, like I was telling you before, we could go and see brother and we could talk to him on the phone, but we can't do that with our uncle or my dad. So that affects us a lot. And then after we lose him, we lose our brother behind it to the system. Then I lose a nephew.
I'm gonna stop. One second. I'm gonna stop my mother right there, so we can get deeper onto our family tree. Hey, Frankie, I know his day was a blow for this entire family, because simple fact, like my mother said, he was just like my great uncle. He was just like my uncle. One thing about him, and I know because I was with one person in front of Brookhaven High School when I ever in history had got jumped. Yes, I got jumped before. I might do a big boy talk because I am. I might got big boy bones because I do. I rep it to this day, BAM, and I'm going to always keep it as that. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say too much because I have my grandmother, my mother, and my aunts here. But it's BAM to this day, and the person that gave me that name is here. So, hey, Ranky, I don't want to take you back to this day. Like I said, you can talk about it and let the people know how it truly, because don't nobody really know how it truly affected you but me. As I said, I grew up with my mother, I grew up with my grandmother, I grew up with my aunt, which was a mother to me. I got away with a lot because of my Aunt Vera, my Aunt Mary. I got away with a lot. So I want you to let the people know, if you can, February 14th, 2015. I want you to know, let these people know that day how it took a part of you for it.
Well, if I could remove that date from the calendar, I would. Valentine's Day is not a good day, or the month of February for me. It started this month because my sister told me about my dad. That's why I told you I didn't want to get up. I want to stay in my house. I feel comfortable in my comfort zone. Because until you experience what I experienced with a child, you'll never know. It's a difference when it's someone grown that have lived their life than when it's a child. And especially when this child was a little child. he fell behind Uncle Jesse James was a love child. Then Junior was a love child. Then it fell upon him as a love child, and it affected this family very, very much. That I steady say that a lot of us still holding on to him. But not the kind of peace that he really needs, because he sees us, he knows us. And especially that man, Niecy, her children, Becky, and to the world. And I keep telling y'all, let him rest, let him rest. But we can keep, like he told us right here in Mary's house. Take the pictures and keep the memories. He kept saying it all night long during Dee Dee's birthday. He kept saying, take my pictures, y'all gonna need it. That's what he said, y'all gonna need these pictures. He said it a lot that we didn't listen at. That, you know, if I could have just, I said if he could have got around my mama, we probably would have made notice. For some reason, she just was not around when he talked and told us, I got my ticket. And I said, what you talking about? Where you going? I jumped up and took off in the room. Vicky stayed there listening to every word he said. So, you will never know. But I have to maintain myself because I have others. I have a daughter. She's going through. I have 2 more sons. A son that's going through. So I have to try to maintain, and you just don't know the hurt and the pain and the suffering that I go through. People don't know what I'm doing at night. People are sleeping, I'm not. Because I'm tossing, I'm turning, I'm crying. So I never wish that on nobody. And it's just to mention the Smith family right now. Booney, I know exactly where she's at. My heart goes out to her.
As my aunt said, you would never know the hurt behind losing a child, because simple fact, half of you guys probably have lost a child out there everywhere. So you would know where she's coming from. You would know how she feels. So I want you guys to understand the position, even though she's the oldest. And don't get me wrong, Aunt, Mom, don't get me wrong when I say this. She is the oldest, and by God, she is the wisest. My aunt and my mom, it's a lot of things they couldn't do. They kids, they boys. If my Uncle Junior couldn't get to them, my Aunt Ray got through. I remember a long time ago, I was like 11, 12 years old. My cousin Johnny did something when we was in Monticello that was not right. My aunt, she was fast back then. She chased him around her whole trailer with that switch. I would never forget it because it was funny. Every time my cousin run, he always kicking himself in the butt. So my brother and my cousin Teddy, they always used to make fun of him. So it was kind of hilarious back then just to see him running from my aunt. And because when she get a hold to you, best believe it's going to hurt. I never got away because, like I said, I got away with a lot. When it came to with these two right here, I got away with a lot. I couldn't get no whooping. There's only one person that ever whooped me, and that was my Uncle Junior. My mama didn't whoop me. They just let my brothers handle me. So, hey Mary, the question is for you. Is the Christian woman that you are one of the backbones to this family? How did it affect you losing your life?
It affected us because looking at my sister hurt and think of how he was just a loving person. He would come back every day. I mean every day. Just come in the house and just stand and look. I'm like, what is he doing? I asked my husband, why is he doing this? He said, baby, he's just checking on you. He just loves his family. And I'm like, man. So it took a lot. It really did, because he just was a wonderful person and who loved his family. And it was just a hurtful day for his mom. And my niece was still goes in and out.
My I know she was going through it because at the time, in order for me to coexist in this world, I had to leave. I couldn't be here anymore. Cause the simple fact, every day looking at my aunt, I didn't see my aunt's face. Back then, I didn't know why. Me looking at my auntie, I'm knowing this is my auntie. Couldn't see her. Thank you. Really, really thank you for coming in. Stay tuned because we're going to get even deeper. But I could not see my aunt's face. And every day, me looking at her, it was his face. It was Courtney LaShawn Maxwell face. I did not see my beautiful aunt. I could not see her face. Only face I ever seen was her. And it affected me to the point where I had to leave Brookhaven. I could not be here anymore. Because growing up, me and him, it was two peas in a pod. If you seen one, you seen the other. It was no, we mad at each other, we fight. No, even though me and him was the same age, he was a year older than me. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. Even though he came with me not calling him, he still came to whatever house I was at that my mom lived at and made sure he came and checked on me. I don't know what it was in him to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna put it in this perspective. My mom, my aunt, my grandma, they know how I am. I never just flat out told people, but I was a special child. When I say special child, I don't mean as I don't mean it as no retarded person. A lot of folks see me like that, but one person never seen me like that, which is my cousin Skeet. He always told me, you can do more with yourself if you put your mind to it. It took me a long time. It took me to losing him to understand what he meant when he said that. I done went through traumatic experience from being out of Brookhaven. Half of you guys, I already know that I used to walk from one state to another. I pulled the Forrest Gump. A black man, yes, pulled a Forrest Gump. I left Slidell, Louisiana, going to Covington, trying to get back to 55, coming down that road to get back home. Like I said before, and you guys know me, you guys understand me, half of you guys I went to school with. You know, now I don't, but back then I had a real temper problem, which my cousin Skeet always told me, never ever let your temper get the best of you. I done seen this man explode, but he always come back and say, that was not me. That ain't me. That ain't nothing that I want to be. My temper will not define who I am. I will define who I am. So, Mom, you don't get us wrong. We all had different in our family, different older ones we can come to. We can sit down and just talk to and say anything how we feel or what's going on. And Skeet, that was my mom's baby. Even though my Aunt Rankin had him, that was my mama's fifth child. That was her fifth child. I remember to this day, his favorite thing for my mom to cook was the chicken testicles. he loved her chicken testers in. Because I remember half the time when we all have problems, we all go through stuff. So don't judge my family. Half of y'all go through it now. These two ladies right here, they had, what would you say, a second home that we see they can go to. The weekend was about my grandma, my mom, bingo. They used to love going to bingo. You cannot pull these ladies away from the bingo hall. They used to love it. We used to come home, Daddy, what was she at home? And we used to rent back, Mom, my man at home, we at home. You know where your mama at. You know her second home. Bingo. We used to realize it. My Pawpaw Roofer, God rest his soul. Now, before I get to my Pawpaw Roofer, I want my mom to explain the love, the respect that my cousin Skeet had for her.
Like you said, he was my baby. When your AT was carrying him, I would rub her stomach. And I'll say, kick for him. Boy, he go to kick and she'll say, quit that, tell him to stop. And I say, come on now, come on down. I say, but if anybody make your mama mad, let her know. Lord have mercy. He let her know because she threw up like it was nothing. That was my why she was carrying. And he used to sing, and rock while he was singing.
Yes, he did. He had this lady's voice, but at the same time, he had Roosevelt Maxwell mindset. And half of you guys know, we formed a group was called the Hoodie Boys. But in the beginning, before the Hoodie Boys came, it was 4 people. And it was all our officials. It was Chris Clay, which is Robert Clay's grandson. Y'all seen him, y'all know him. Me, which is Justin. Skeet, he didn't like his full name. He didn't like Courtney in the beginning. So he went by Skeet. And the baby of the group, which was Red Baby. And his name is Frank Charles Jackson III. It was us 4. And like I said, we got away with a lot when we went to her house. We went to my Rankin house, and it was cold. I ain't never forget it. It was November 28th. We was all in Hazelhurst. We were getting ready to go out. We was young. We loved to party. That was just us. And this lady right here gave us our name. Because every last one of them had a jacket on. Then we used to put a shirt over the jacket. And my auntie said, I can't believe it. Look at those Hoodie Boys. And it took off from there. We did performance. The biggest performance we ever did was at the Multi-Purpose Building, 2013. We did it with the Presidential Players. So half of y'all might know them now. They're a real big, popular group. Even though they stole our song, we ain't gonna get into that. But it was really big. We got big from Brookhaven, Hazelhurst, Macomb, Jackson, Harrisburg. If you was close, where you lived at, your hometown was close to Brookhaven, you would understand how good we was. Now, I'm gonna say this, cause like I said last night, each one of these ladies right here, as you see, they had, how can I put it? They had, before my Aunt Mary got married, before my Aunt Vera got married, before my mom. I hate to say it like this, and in the eyes of the law, they are married. In my eyes, they are married because of the simple fact that he's been around from Justin becoming a baby, Justin becoming a man. I don't know, Granny. I understand where you coming from when you say I have to respect him as he was a sperm donor, because I cannot call him no father. Maxwell, Robert Diggs is Kia's father.
And yours too.
No, he is Robert Maxwell's father. He a sperm donor. The man who raised me is Anthony Keanu Wilson. That's my father. That's my dad. You cannot disrespect him around me, or you will be a problem. That's my dad, and I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how nobody feel about it. That's my dad. We was all raised by a step parent. My Aunt Ranky, her baby daddy was Frank Charles Jackson II. Her children's dad. But he was around. Don't get me wrong. He was around. Appreciate you tuning in. That man right there felt the same way I felt about my sperm donor. Because I still remember to this day, Tater, I would never disrespect you, and you know that. I said, every time I seen you, I said, what's up, uncle? Because I seen you as my uncle. But I tell you one thing. When it came to that man right there, he had two parents, two step siblings in his life that he loved and you would never disrespect him. That was Pops, which is my auntie, ex-man, when she stayed in Hazelhurst, and Lawrence. The two main men in his life that showed him how to be a man was his step parents. Now, my Aunt Ray, my Aunt Mary, she got married. And they've been married for, my understanding, going on 22, 23 years. Now, that's an Oklahoma City woman. She's not Brookhaven, even though she was born in Fair River. That's an Oklahoma City woman. She met Johnny Gaines up there, my cousin's father. Y'all seen him, and he acts just like his dad. But the man who raised him, as I introduced him earlier, get out there and cut the grass at night, was my Uncle Kevin. Sam Kevin Smith. That's what I told you guys in the beginning. This is a Smith and Maxwell household. And I still remember to this day, them two men, Kevin and Johnny, didn't get it. In the beginning, they did not. But I tell you what, with all the stuff that my cousin Johnny did, my Uncle Kev did not let it affect how he felt about that woman. I don't care what nobody said. I was a witness to everything. From the fighting to the arguing to everything. But I can tell you this. If Lil Johnny got sick, Lil Johnny need anything, my Uncle Kev was right there. Now, except that one time when they was in the project and they were fighting, Uncle Kev was up there clean. He said he wasn't getting dirty for nobody. Now that was funny. That was funny. My Uncle Kev did not come down that hill. He stood on that hill. Johnny, man, y'all come on. Y'all stop all that. He was too clean. Now, I'm going to tell you that. That man, when he's clean, he's not finna get dirty for nobody but his wife. He's not finna get dirty for no one. I don't care what's going on. Now, My mom got with my stepdad, which is I don't see him as my stepdad. I see him as my father. I was sick. He was there. I got bit by a snake. Yes, half of y'all know that. I got bit by a snake as a kid. He was there. You cannot, from man, Keon, Popeye, and Pop, them 4 boys that he raised, and Skeet, because Skeet was around half of the time.
And Dee.
I almost forgot. Dee, we're going to get back to him. That's my interview search. But them people right there, he would shoot the shit out of you over there.
No.
My dad did not play to this day about his kids. He would literally shoot you. I remember one point, my big brother might get mad at me by saying this, but I still love him to this day. I remember when we were staying in the South Side, in that trailer, my dad gave my brother his bike to go ride. You can't put your hands on him now because he will go crazy. But back then, he got hit in the head and got knocked in the dick. Boy, that was so funny, boy. We worried about my brother, and he was up the street from my mama's house in a ditch. Now, that's the only whooping that man right there ever took. And I used to see this man fight constantly. If he wasn't fighting people in the streets, he fought his little brother down there every single day. Keon the man and my mama witness, they fought every single day. About the littlest thing, they gonna fight. But put them two together, if anybody messing with their baby brother, it will be hell to pay. They did not come to play when it came to Popeye. They did not play at all. I done seen these two damn near kill each other because Keon picking on me. Keon putting his hands on me. I didn't have to go tell my mom. I didn't have to tell my dad. I go tell one person, he settled the whole thing. Till it got to the point where he said, it's time for you to fight. It's time for you to fight back. He putting his hands on you. I'm not touching him. You gonna do it yourself. He made me, when we stayed down on 1st Street in the South Side, he made me fight my brother. And to this day, only fight I ever lost was when I got jumped. But you don't call it a fight because me and my cousin Skeet got jumped. And that man stood right there with me through it all. Even though I called my mom that night after it was over with, I cussed my mama out, I cussed my daddy out, and me doing that had, woo, he literally, and we literally got back to back. They surrounded us, me and him in the middle. They surrounded us and we got back to back. And my cousin specifically told me, Popeye, we don't run. We don't run from, if they ain't got no gun in their hand, even though what I'm finna tell you might sound weird, we don't run. My Aunt Mary is a witness. We got to fight with a group called Skullhead. Oh, we all good now? Because that was our childhood. We all good now. Half of us now shake our hand, speak to us, tell them how much they love us. Tell them how much they miss us. My Aunt Mary would tell you, it was a guy in her yard pointing a gun at my cousin Skeet's face. Her son went in the house and got his shotgun. My auntie standing right beside her son, praying the whole time, saying, Johnny, please don't do it. Don't kill this man. Skeet, being the person that he is, the guy took off running with the gun in his hand. And you guys would not believe what Courtney Maxwell did. This is when I realized this family don't have it all. Cause me running behind my cousin chasing this man with a gun and he only got a stick in his hand. I'm right behind him, trying to get up there and do the same thing he did, but I don't know what was my cousin thinking. He threw the stick down at the man and the man dropped the gun. Literally. So, as y'all see, a lot of things is wrapped around, in this family, is wrapped around three people. Uncle Jesse James, which is Uncle Pop. Uncle Junior, which is Roosevelt Maxwell Jr. And Skeet, which is Courtney and LaShawn Maxwell. Them three people right there is the soul. I wouldn't say back, because what I'm finna get to, you guys would never believe Miss Estella used to do. Now, you cannot come near her house trying to pick on her grandkids. You cannot do that. It's asking for trouble. Kids used to be out there with guns and stuff to try to hurt us. And you know what this lady used to do? Have her cane out there in the middle of the whole thing, telling them, come on up in here in this yard. I got some for you. Come on to this yard. I got some for you. And she always, and I repeat, she always had that cane ready to strike. Now, before she had that cane, I remember my grandma used to carry that dang on Deuce 5 in her bra. That's the first lady. Matter of fact, half of you guys know Tyler Perry show, Medea. That was That's the first ever Medea walked around with that pistol. That's the first lady ever would never put her pistol in her purse. She always kept it in her bra. You cannot tell me my grandma ain't got that gun on her, because I know it. She kept money and her pistol in her bra. And the only reason why I know that, because we finna get to my Papa Rufus. Used to tell grandma, leave that gun in this house. You ain't going nowhere with that thing on gun. And what grandma used to do? Put it right there in her bra. You better mind your own business. Man, I was blessed. A lot of folks is blessed to have 2, maybe 3 grandparents. No, I was blessed. My cousins were blessed. My aunties, my uncles were blessed to have not 1, not 2, but 3 parents in their life, which was Roosevelt Maxwell, Estella C. Maxwell, and my papa, Rufus Pendaris. If I'm saying my papa name right? Pendaris. We had 3 grandparents. And the most funniest grandparent we ever had was Papa Rufus, when he let that man come steal that thing out the house. This man, we got robbed, you guys. But I wouldn't say we got robbed, because my papa helped the man get the stuff out the house. He helped the man load the stuff up in the bag. He gave the man the house phone so he can call him a ride to help put our stuff in his vehicle. My grandma, like I said, my grandma and my mama, they used to love going to bingo back then. They was at bingo at the time, and the only one who was at the house was the kids and my Papa Rufus. My Papa told us, your Uncle Junior just came and got everything. No, because I know Uncle Junior, and it was the weekend, Uncle Junior was at the club. This was our mindset back then. But when we woke up that morning, Grandma, we hungry, we need something to eat. Y'all better go in there and eat some cereal. Don't come up there and mess with me. That's what my grandma used to tell us every time. But just so happens, we go in the kitchen, ain't nothing in there. We tell Grandma, we don't see no cereal. We don't see nothing to eat. Grandma said, I know y'all up in here lying. She got up, Go out there, grandma said, oh man, we ain't got nothing here. My wood knots and stuff gone. My TV gone. Rufus, where Junior came up in here. No, Uncle Junior didn't come here, Papa. Oh, hey, I thought it was Junior. We got robbed blind. And my Papa Rufus helped the man get the stuff out of the house.
Dang.
I tell you what, we're going to talk about my Papa Rufus for just a second. Hey, Ranky, what type of man was Papa Rufus?
Sweet, kind man. But you while I work. He's all right with me. I told him I don't mess with him because he's a big giant. My mama told me, I'll knock you out. He said, you ain't going to do nothing. I'll knock you out. I said, well, you by yourself. I ain't giving it that fight.
Hey, man, from your point of view, how was Papa Rufus as a dad to you?
He was always there when I needed it.
Now, I can tell you a few things about my granddad, and I tell you the one major thing about him, they probably didn't ever see it. I seen it a heck of a time. If any one of us sick, I don't care if the light green, I don't care if the light yellow, I don't care if the light red, I don't care how many stop signs we see, he's not stopping.
He ain't gonna stop no one.
He do not stop. He gonna put. That's when Papa, Grandma remember, Papa had that big long blue car, and each time we got in that car, we never got pulled over because he ran every light, every stop sign to get to where he was going. The major thing with that man, when it came to Christmas, we had our oranges. Y'all might think this is funny, but no, this is what we got to the point where we got so used to it. We used to come over to my Papa's house every Christmas just to get our bag. Just to get our dang on stuff. Our apples and oranges. 1 second, this is the people calling. I know they on here. 1 second. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I'm doing, we doing fine. Yes, yes, that's my, yes ma'am, this is my, Aunt Vera right here. She's the oldest. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything y'all doing for me. Thank you so much.
She say what?
She said you're doing good. She's switching us over from YouTube and Twitter to their website. So, yes, we just got the call. We're doing pretty good. So, we're going to get to... I need my uncle to come in here and help me with this, because it's pretty funny how deep I'm finna get into this. So, Uncle Kel, come on down. Go on, prop it down. As y'all guys remember, this is my Uncle Kel. This is Mary's husband. The guy will always cut the grass. I don't care what time of day it is. So, Uncle, thank you for coming to the Roosevelt Maxwell Clan TV show. So, I want to ask you two points. I want to ask you, Kel, is the first time you met your wife. What type of, I know what type of person you is. I know how joyful it was for you because I was around a couple times. But I want you to tell the people your state of mind when you proposed to my aunt.
The club.
He did.
Yes, ma'am. You good, Brandon. You good. So, I know a couple things that went on between you guys, you know, but as Robert Clay say, Robert Clay introduced Mary and Sam, which is Kevin. He introduced them to. So I'm gonna take it back to a funny point in time with you and Deanna. We can laugh because they okay, but I remember at one point in time that red truck you had swung you out the door, and Deanna had to grab the wheel. And your state of mind, what was going on in your state of mind at that time?
I told Deanna, grab the wheel and turn it. It was
a blessing to have my uncle in our family, even though, like I said, him and Johnny did not get along. But if you disrespect him to this day, Johnny will correct you. He do not play about his stepdad. He will correct you. But Uncle Ken, you taught your nephews a lot. You taught us how to fish. You taught us how to work on a car. Taught us how to be lovey-dovey, because he gonna be lovey-dovey to my auntie no matter what. Baby this, baby that. That's just Uncle Ken. How to get used to. So tell us the experience of, you know, just coming into the family, teaching your nephew, and you know, being amongst your sisters, your brothers. Tell us the experience of you.
Somebody, his sister tried to fight you in the club.
Oh, yeah. She always do that. Always. She said, here come them 3 damn boys from West. That is motherfucker behind that he clean.
Oh, but hey, as you can see, this is like I said, this is a sanctuary for our family. Every time, no matter what's going on, every time the Maxwells step foot in Brookhaven, Mississippi, the main places to be. It wasn't just this house. Hey, Mary had 3 main houses that everybody came to. North Jackson and First Street. Then had a garage where we partied most of the time, and what he do, it was a garage, then a basement up under the house. You know what he did? He turned the basement of part of the garage into a DJ booth for us to party. He did that. It's like I said, he will get out there and cut the dang on grass, sell them 8 o'clock and it's dark. And what he got his nephews out there doing, go on grab that dang on weed to pop out. Skeet, go on grab that weed, go on push that motor. We're going to get out here and we're going to work. I can say this about my uncle. This man ain't stopped working yet. He started off in the woods, cutting logs, driving Skittles. My first time driving a Skittle, my uncle showed me how to do that. My first time using a chainsaw cutting a tree, my uncle told me how to do that. He always taught each and every one of us the aspect of making a dollar. Man, count. Don't just get out there just trying to make the money. Get out there and also learn, experience, visualize yourself being more than what you are. There's no way impossible people can stop you. So it's a lot of things. No, yeah. I forgot. Remember when I go back and I told you guys that We got to fighting in my own area with them guys, and my cousin had the gun. My uncle, you cannot touch his stuff unless he tell you. My uncle, he was sitting down, him and my papa roof and his next door neighbor, which is our cousin, what was his Uncle John Lee's son? Montel, our cousin stayed right. They was all out there working on the lawnmower while we out there fighting. Like I said, if he clean, he not getting out there finna get dirty. So one of the guys we were fighting tried to grab the tool out the toolbox. Instead of my uncle saying, "Nah, you gonna hit my nephew with that. No, you finna use my tool." Grab the tool out the man's hand and pulled it. That man did not play when it came to his tools. When it came to his stuff, he did not play. As you can see how he is now, he just come and he said he had to go pay bills, he had to go run errands. I love this man. And just like I said about my cousin Johnny, you can't disrespect him. You can't disrespect him around us. This the first person that taught me how to drive. Put me in that driver's seat and said, "Papa, come on, drive from Western back." Each time, my cousin Skeet, he still got the truck to this day, and he know for a fact there's still Skeet truck. He can't get that truck to nobody. He can't even sell that truck to that Skeet truck. So I heard my mama talking about a story that we had back then. I ain't gonna bring that up because I can't bring that up without Deanna and Jordan sitting here because that's her son's father. And a lot of things went on with that man. I did not like, but I respected him because the simple fact that was my cousin's old man. A lot of things, like we said last night, a lot of things this family have been through and experienced, it made us better than we used to be. We's a close family. We's a rock. Is solid. And you cannot take it like you can take a piece of paper and split it. You cannot take that piece. You cannot take this family and split it. There's no way possible. Because the simple fact, the stuff this family done been through. We held it down back then, and we still holding it down to this day. Without them three main people that I told you guys about, the soul of this family, Skeet was the last traumatic experience of literally, even though we lost my granddaddy, the following year, my papa been gone for 7. Skeet been gone for 8, going on 9. So I tell you guys this: you cannot break us. We would not be broken. We would not be taken down through there again. Only way you can take us down through there is taking us. And I give you this: it's gonna be only person who can take us is the Lord. If anybody else out there trying to take us, it's gonna be one hell of a fight. Not just saying it because of the person that I am, because the people that's behind me made me the person that I am to this day. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. So now, I never. Okay, now you guys, these is 3 kids, and they would tell y'all if it's a fib or not. Even though my uncle, he can tell you the same thing. Now, even though my grandmother was the first Maxwell lady, my papa was a pimp. You cannot stop that man from being a pimp. That's why all his grandkids is the way they are. Now, he was married not once, not twice, but 3 times to 3 different women at the same time. He's still married to my grandma to this day. He's still married to my step grandma, which was a white lady. What was her name? Miss Joanne Maxwell. I never got a chance to meet her, but I always heard good things about her. Then it goes to, before I go to that lady left, from my experience and me knowing a lot, she left Papa with money. He ain't break us off, but you know, he was tight with the money. So every time that man used to come to Brookhaven or come to one of the Papa, let me give him, let me see what I got for my babies, and I always pull out a quarter. Our granddaddy used to be so funny, man. I love my granddaddy to death. To me, I kind of look like my granddaddy and my Uncle Roosevelt, but them two that man right there, he taught us how to be tight. Cause my Uncle Walter, oh no, you not gonna get not one dime out of him unless you're gonna get out there and work for it. And I tell you that. Yeah, I see you, Mike. I appreciate you. Mike. Get my family up there, baby. Yes, indeed. It's actually 14,000. You just got stuff. But that man right there, you cannot do. Now, it goes from them two ladies to his third wife. Now, I can't say this. Me being away from Brookhaven, it got me more closer to her. Cause before my papa passed, he used to call me. He used to check on me, make sure I'm doing the right things. Cause he knows the experiences and stuff that I was going through. That when I was out there, away from my mom, away from my family. So I tell you guys this. My granddaddy wasn't around us a lot, but the stories we was told and how can I put it? A spirit, a love, honor, and respect for this man. He did a lot. He physically, he was not in our life, but mentally, on the phone, going to see him, he was there. Half of the time, we didn't get to make the trip to go to Oklahoma City to see him. Few of the times, he came here. Like my Uncle Lonnie. As y'all see, if you go back through our pages, through the pages and through the pictures, you will see that we had half of the family sitting here in this living room that we in now. Half of the family was sitting here with my papa. My aunties was on the couch with him. My mom was right there. My uncle was right there. And his other two sons was right there too. So if y'all can scroll back through the pictures, y'all will see the pictures that I'm sitting here talking about was my family and my granddad. Now, like I said, he wasn't around in our life. Don't dislike my granddad, because I love my granddad. The stuff that he went through with my grandmother, I was not around. I was not born. Only thing we can do is go by the stories. Half of the stories were good, half of the stories was bad, but we still loved our granddaddy. Because without him, it wouldn't be no us. I'm going to get to a subject of how my grandmother is the way that she are. The experience that she went through with that man made her. It did not break her. Her kids might seen her broken, but her grandkids never seen her broken. It made my grandmother, and can't nobody ever say it did not make that woman. It made that woman more stronger to provide for her kids. Like I told my aunt last night, it's not what you know, it's who you know. The
Come on,
the
back.
people
Come on, back.
that my grandmother worked for, don't get me wrong, they were some white folks. And I love and respect that half of them until that woman with that dog had that dog to bite my grandma and it was going to be some hell. But keep coming, Mike. That's what I'm talking about, baby. But, and it took my grandma from point B to point A. My grandmother been on this earth for a long time. She done seen a lot of people come and she done seen a lot of people go. She done been around back then when it was slavery. She done seen all of that. She done seen the cotton fields.
She done picked cotton.
She done did all of that. What
Well, some of it will.
changed my grandmother was the stuff that her husband did to her that made her I'm going to say it is the beast of this family. When I say the beast of this family, she would not be stopped and she would not be set down. Two things you cannot take from that woman is her family and that bingo house. I love my grandma.
She don't play bingo no
I love my grandmother. Two things you cannot take from her is this family and her bingo hall. Now, as my mom said, she don't do it no more because she getting to the point where, y'all give me a second. She getting to the point where she's getting older, and I want my grandmother to slow down, but at the same time, I don't need her to slow down. Because slowing her down is like taking her away from this world. Every old person that's ever been in this world, before they leave this world, they've been slowed down. No. As us being grandkids and us being kids, we all have to look at the roads that's coming. As I told my aunt last night, everything is written in stone. This day, us getting on here, letting you guys know how my family are, Roosevelt family clan, it was already written in stone by the Lord. I want my family to be more than what we are. We not the family that, even though we do, we fight before we react on it. So this day, I want to say to my mom, my auntie, that
Take a break.
Alright, but before we get to our break and come back, I want to hit across two points real quick. My aunt Vera is the main reason why I know a little bit of the Lord. I used to go to church with her down there every Sunday when they stayed in Monticello to come to Brookhaven. So it's two points I want my aunt to help me with, and she will correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Now it might sound silly to y'all, but we're being sincere. Okay, hey Ranky, I want to ask you two major points. They're gonna get to the main thing. Okay. Growing up, you were the anchor of the family, pulling everybody towards the Lord. You was the Lord's anchor to bring us over. So I want you to let me know how I know how it affected you. I know how it changed you. I want you to let me know, clarify to me. How did you know that the Lord wanted you to be the anchor?
Oh, with my upbringing, I was raised with older people. when my sibling was outside playing, I was in there reading the scriptures when they asked me to read. I was put in a position at church to move up. And since this sitting, I started Sunday school, teaching Sunday school. Went through Sunday school, then I was in the choir, became a leader. From there, on and on and on.
The second thing, we was taught, like I told Aunt Mary them last night, and Grandma verified, we was taught Adam and Eve. Don't start laughing. We was taught Adam and Eve was the first two people here on earth. Growing up, I never realized this. I never second guessed this because I was talking about my aunt. I want you to clarify if I'm wrong or not. From me being away from Brookhaven, I learned that Adam and Eve was not the only two people here. There was a book, which it is a book, the Bible, King James Version, all of this. It is a book. But Adam and Eve was the main two characters in this book. They were literally the main two characters in this book. They had to have kids, right? To keep the generation going. But what people does not realize and understand, it wasn't a incest going on. They kids had to get out and experience life. Like we had to get out and experience life. They had to meet more people. It's like I told them here last night, it's different roads in this world that you can take. Like we all do sit down play cards. It's a different hand for everybody to take. God gives you a hand, and you played it exactly, and I mean exactly, as He wanted you to play. Yeah. All the way up to this day. The hand, your ace, I'm saying it like this. Your ace is Monique. And you know I'm right. The ace in your hand of your deck is Monique. Your joker is Steve, which is all of them. He was our joker of our faith. And you can tell, he brought life, he brought joy, he brought happiness to this thing. He was the joker. He was the highest card that you can play. And you played it to the T that God wanted you to play. But I'm telling you this, aunt, and I love you to death. I know you go through a lot of things since you've been gone, dealing with him, Monique, Red, them right there. Red is your heart. Reason why I say he's your heart, because what? He's faith. That's the last child you had. Teddy head will be a club. And then your wild card, because he was your second. If you would have kept, if the first child you had, you would have had 5. He would have been the diamond in the he supposed to have been the diamond in the rough. But as I said before, God works in mysterious ways. Your first child was not meant to be here with you. He put you in a position where he wanted you to feel what was coming, what you was seeing. He wanted you to understand, okay, this is your child, but also this is my child. That's why your first child, your daughter, did not make it. He brought that baby to him, because the thing, I didn't know what was going on back then, but I'm pretty sure back then you was not ready to be the woman that he wanted you to be. He took 2 big dramatic things to you from him. Not to hurt you, not to change you, to make you a better anchor to this thing, which was your daughter, and the last thing was your sheep. Now, he put different angels, different people in this world for all of us to enjoy. But at the same time, even though it hurts to this day, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to disown nothing. That morning, when we got that call about him, it took me a minute to understand everything that I'm sitting here saying, because I used to question. I used to sit back and ask him why. Why it couldn't have been some other thing? Why did it have to be this guy? Why did it have to be him, period? But he had to show me he had a plan for each and every one. Skeet served his purpose here on this earth by being the anchor that you created. He served his purpose through this entire thing, which was love, respect, and happiness. Them three things was Skeet, period. Nothing else can describe them three things but him. If you see him, you will understand them three things about that man, about that young man, about my big cousin. We all done strayed away from the being the anchor that we supposed to be. My big brother always told me it's a chain in this family. And the chain starts with you. As it went on down to your siblings, your sisters, your brothers, it started spreading apart as well. They all start having things. But the chain will always come back to the anchor, which is you. You is the first of grandma kids. You will always be the first. Can't nobody change it. Like I told him here last night, I always thought that it would be Elijah to break the curse that's on this family. No. God sending out signs. It's up to this family to see. Half of y'all see it, but the other half is not ready to see it. There's going to be one young man in this family to break the curse. And you might not believe it, but it will be Jordan. It's supposed to be Elijah, but we did not see it because we wasn't ready to see the destruction that was coming with Elijah. It's nothing that we can do. It was already written in stone about Elijah because, in fact, Elijah looked up to one person, which is his brother. The stuff that happened to Petey cursed Elijah to be the person that he is. Only reason why the chain would be broken with Jordan because the simple fact the two people that's before Jordan, which is Elijah and Johnny. Johnny was destruction. I'm sorry to say that like that, but he was. Even though he had love in his heart, he was a destruction person. I grew up with him, so I should know what goes on with that in my big cousin. He had the love, he had the honor, he had the respect of the Lord that's in him. But his stuff was already written down for him to go through everything that he's going through now. It was already written down for you to lose it. We can't change that. Only thing we can do is ask why. We don't post to ask. We don't post to question him. The only thing we can do is go to him and ask why. So,
Because he was an angel.
yes, he was that.
We got him for 25 years because he was an angel. Reason why I say this, Bill.
Come on with me.
Skeeter, like you said about yourself, said you wasn't retarded.
Yes.
My nephew whether you know or not. He was. He was special and he was our angel. That's why a lot of people that know him as Flash and Skeeter, when you met him, you couldn't do nothing but love him because he didn't have no kind of faults about people. He loved everybody. He made people that was ugly feel like they was beautiful. I have to tell you that. You know, I can't sit on this. People that you wouldn't even give $1 to, he would.